Hello everybody, it's Julia here at the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm here with another VR. I couldn't help myself with this one really. I saw this hashtag my favourite chariot cards on Carla at Carla Astrology's channel, and also Farah at Farah Nadila's channel. But I think the person that started this tag is a lady called Orsi. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I probably haven't. At Orsi's Tarot, who I've recently discovered, and I'm very pleased to have. So I thought this was a great tag, really. We are numerology in the year number 7, and number 7 is the Chariot. So what a great tag, really. 7 cards for the number 7. So I've sort of sat thinking about the Chariot card, really, and it's not one of my favourites. You know, when I think about the major arcana, I don't often think about the Chariot. I don't know why, really. I think it's quite a complex and difficult card to sort of define or even feel, really. You know, should the Chariot be stationary? Should it be moving? I don't know. It's kind of an external card, I think. It talks about sort of hard-won battles, either with ourselves or the world in some way, a situation. Excuse me, I think that Strength is an internal card about the hard-won battles within ourselves internally, but I think the Chariot is an external card, so it's about conquering the world, if you like. It's about learning to be in command of your own life, being independent, being grown up. But I think it's also about all the parts of the Chariot, because if any were missing, the Chariot wouldn't function, would it? You need to have the horses or whatever animal is pulling the Chariot. You need to have the chariot, the charioteer. I think generally you need to have all of the separate parts there in order to make the Chariot whole. Now, some of the cards I've got here don't have all of those elements in, but they have elements. And I think that that's the idea of the Chariot, really, is that all of those individual parts together make up the Chariot. It's kind of, I suppose I've always thought about it as like a protective vehicle, if you like, that carries us through our lives. And I guess the ultimate aim of the Chariot is that instead of the Chariot pulling us, that we will in time become the Chariot rather than being led by it even, which is quite a lot to sort of get your head around. I think it's in stages, isn't it? At first, the Chariot is probably just pulling us when we're not consciously aware of it. Then we become consciously aware that we are part of it. And then eventually, we might well become the Chariot. I don't know whether that makes any sense, but I guess that's how I kind of feel about the Chariot. So the first card I've got here is from my Anna Kay deck, and this is actually my favourite all-time Chariot card. I just love this. I love the colour. I love that it's golden and yellow, that the sun is so bright. And to me, this sort of charioteer just sort of getting up and flying away towards the sun, I suppose this sort of represents to me, this is about conquering your ego, because I think the sun generally, well, to me, it represents ourself. It can represent our ego and our core self. So I think in this card with the Chariot flying towards the sun, it's about discovering your individuality, discovering yourself, conquering your ego. Yeah, I think that's the challenge and the battle that we see within this card here. So I absolutely love that. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice today. So the next card I've got is from the Book of Shadows, and this is volume 2. I hope you can see that. I hope it's focused in there. I am trying to get the lighting sorted out for my table for when I record like this, so hopefully next time I do it, it will be better. But anyway, this is the Chariot from the Book of Shadows, volume 2. And again, I just love this one really, because these teens are sort of heading out with their mum. She's driving the chariot this time, but it won't be long before these teenagers will be learning to drive themselves. So this is, wherever it is they're going, whatever it is they're going to do, this is their journey of self-discovery, isn't it? I think, really. So I really like that. Next we have the Zombie Tarot, number 3. And I think Orsi showed this card in her favourites, and I couldn't help myself really, because I love the Zombie Tarot. I think it's brilliant. And to me, this is just that, you know, we've got this car here that I think was a car for funerals. There's a coffin in the back, but there's also guns on the top. You can see the path ahead of them. You know, they've kind of got a long way to go, but it's like they're prepared for the challenges. They're prepared for the obstacles, the challenges, and the danger. So there's a real determination to succeed here, I think. Let me just put my heater on, I'm getting cold. So the next card, card number 4, is from my Pensive Path Tarot. And I really like this. I think this is quite a unique take on the Chariot. I think this might well be a train car, and this old lady is in there. I don't know what she's got in there with her. That it could be, I mean, there's a wheel. It could be a wagon. But it looks like she's in a train cart with all her worldly goods, really. I suppose I just like this card so much because it just fills me with so many questions. You know, who is she? Where's she going? Why? What's on the train with her? Is she on her own? Is anyone there with her? I don't know. There's so many questions, but I suppose at the same time as well, I like this card because it is a train, and a train will be on a track, and the track goes in straight lines, and it goes from start to finish, and there's a certainty generally about the train arriving at its destination. I suppose just the unknowns here are who she is, why she's on the train, what she's got with her, where she's going to, what she's left. Yeah, questions, questions, questions. I think that's what I love about the Pensive Path Tarot. It's just questions. So card number 5 is from my Game of Thrones tarot. I love this card. I think here in this picture we've got the Dothraki and Daenerys's dragon, and if I remember rightly, they're about to sail across the narrow sea to Westeros. I suppose the Dothraki and the dragon both represent that sort of raw power that needs taming and managing. So that's where the battle and the war and the struggles are here, would be perhaps for Daenerys to balance these opposing forces and these opposing energies here, really. That might well be the struggle as part of the journey across the sea. Yeah, so I think that's why I like that card. Then we have card number 6 is from my Black Cat Tarot. I hope you can see that. There's light on that, isn't there? Yeah, this is my Black Cat Tarot, and this is a brilliant little deck of cards, the Black Cat Tarot. It just, to me, it feels that perhaps these, I don't know what they are they cats or dogs that the black cat is sat on, or are they horses? I'm not sure what creatures they are, but they look out of control. Do you know what I mean? There's a real speed and a haste to this card. That, you know, if they were horses, they look a bit like horses that have bolted, and it's like the cat is having to use all of its skills to soothe and calm down and kind of balance these horses out. You know, we've got a black horse and a white horse, if that's what they are. I'm still not sure whether they're horses or what they are, but you know, as I said, the Chariot card is about balancing opposing forces. Yeah, it's about a sort of union of opposites, I suppose, because they can sometimes pull in different directions, can't they? So this black cat here has really got a job there to soothe and calm down and slow these two horses down to a manageable speed, so they can get where they're going to. And then the last card that I've got here, this is from my Psychic Tarot deck, and this is Triumph, which represents the Chariot card. And in this one, we've got no chariot at all whatsoever. We've just got the horse and the rider and his flag, and behind him is the sun. The sun is coming up by the looks of it. And I think what I like here so much is just the very focused look on the charioteer's face, or on the rider's face. So I don't know whether he's pulling anything behind him. I think not. I think that he's alone on the horse, and both of them have this really focused and kind of intense look on their faces. They're both looking forwards towards the end goal. I don't know whether they're riding towards something or away from something, but I just really like the sense of movement and focused kind of determination on their faces, I suppose. I do hope you can see that there. So yeah, I think that's it really. I think out of all of these, I think still actually the Anna Kay is my favourite. I like brightly coloured cards, and I just love this golden orangey glow of the sun here. Because that, you know, to me, that is what the Chariot is all about, really, is this struggle with yourself, this struggle with ego, this struggle with self, the struggle to conquer yourself while being out in the world. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and please do let me know your thoughts in the comments. It would be lovely for you to share. Tell me what Chariot cards you like, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.